August 15th, 1982, Hessdalen, Norway, in the Hessdalen Valley. Lars and Johan had just finished stacking 100 bales of hay in the barn. The sun had just set and the sky was nearly dark. Sitting in the opening of the hayloft, legs hanging over, they relaxed, drank a beer, stared up at the sky, and talked over what needed to be done tomorrow. Johan noticed something odd. One of the stars started moving really fast. He decided to ignore it, figuring it was probably just an airplane. A few minutes later, he saw 3 orange lights in a triangle shape appear out of nowhere. Gasping, he sat up and pointed them out to Lars. Lars asked, "What the hell is that?" Fixated on the lights, Johan shook his head, his mouth just hanging open. Lars shouted, pointing in a different direction, "Look over there! There's more!" 4 more lights appeared to their left in a straight line. They were blue and strobing in sequence. The orange triangle lights rotated and started coming towards them. They both dropped their beers, scrambled out of the barn, throwing hay everywhere, jumped in their truck, and sped off in a dusty cloud. What the hell is going on in the skies above a tiny village in central Norway? Mysterious lights that can't be explained have been appearing since the 1930s. But what are they? Natural phenomena? A natural hotspot of cosmic significance? Or something altogether more otherworldly? The Hessdalen Lights are a strange phenomenon that has baffled scientists, locals, and visitors for decades. These unexplained lights appear in the sky above the Hessdalen Valley, often displaying strange behaviors and patterns that defy standard explanations. Hold on to your ass, folks, because I'm going to shed some light on the history, characteristics, research, and theories surrounding the enigmatic Hessdalen Lights. The Hessdalen Valley is a remote, sparsely populated region in central Norway, about 74 miles south of the city of Trondheim. The valley stretches approximately 7.5 miles long and is surrounded by mountains, forests, and rivers. The area's natural beauty and peaceful atmosphere have made it a popular destination for tourists and outdoor enthusiasts. One of the first sightings of what we now know as the Hessdalen Lights took place on December 8, 1981. From their kitchen window, Olga and Ruth Mary Moe saw what they described as a burning fireball in the evening sky. Over the years, many more people in the local area reported sightings of unexplained lights in the nearby mountains. The phenomena quickly became known all around Norway. However, word of the phenomenon didn't leave this tight-knit community for quite a while. But in December 1981, the lights shone brighter. Outsiders took notice and the press descended. That's when shit got really amped up. The peak of the encounters was from December 1981 to mid-1984, during which the lights were witnessed an incredible 15 to 20 times per week. This attracted a lot of tourists who came to see the lights. However, to piss on the parade, as of 2010, the number of observations has decreased, with only 10 to 20 sightings per year. Unlike the northern lights, the Hessdalen phenomena have been seen during both the day and night. In addition to visual observations, photographs and film, the lights have also been detected by radar several times. The fact that they can be detected by radar indicates that they have some physical presence, whether it be solid objects, airborne particles, or other phenomena capable of reflecting radar waves. The Hessdalen Lights can vary in several different ways. Their size is estimated to be anywhere between a couple of inches in diameter to as big as a full-size car. They always show themselves by either fading in or blinking in, either one at a time or several at once. Witnesses have reported various forms and manifestations of this strange phenomena: orbs, streaks or trails, flashes, clusters or groups, changing shapes, pulsating or flickering lights, different colors, both individually and within a group, are commonly reported. The colors of the lights also varies: white, yellow, and red, to blue and green. Sometimes the lights will just hover in one spot. Others will sway back and forth. And more dramatically, some of them shoot across the sky with unbelievable speed. The duration of Hessdalen Lights sightings can vary significantly, lasting from a few seconds to several hours. The lights often exhibit unusual behaviors such as rapid movement, formation of shapes, and sudden disappearance. Even though you don't hear a lot about it, the sightings continue today. Reports of sightings over the Hessdalen Valley began in late 1981. As I said earlier, the first sighting of the Hessdalen Lights was on December 8th, when several sightings were reported of a bullet-shaped object, as well as a sphere and several strange lights. The lights were heading over the valley to the north. Around 6 weeks later, on January 18, 1982, came another sighting of a strange light which appeared to tilt slightly up and down along its course. On February 11th, same year, a sighting by an originally skeptical journalist, Renee, would drastically change his mind on the lights over Hessdalen. He had arrived in the area to write a dismissive piece on the sightings. That was until he witnessed the lights for himself. He would state that a star came towards him and the other witnesses standing near a mountain. It moved with tremendous speed, and as it came closer, he could see it appeared to be growing in size and intensity. Suddenly, it stopped and remained motionless before sinking a little closer to the ground. Wiest managed to take a picture of the strange light. However, by the time he had clicked the shutter a second time, it had vanished from sight. Wiest would witness the lights again exactly a week later on February 18th. Again, he managed to obtain photographs and had around 30 witnesses at his location, all eager to catch a glimpse of these bizarre events. On this occasion, the lights would pulsate and change colors several times. Around 20 minutes after the lights had vanished, a long, red-white luminous shape came into view. It moved slower than the previous light and closer to the ground in between the mountains. One of Norway's better-known ufologists is Leif Havik. He too was witness to the initial sightings of the lights over Hessdalen. During a 4-day expedition in the region beginning on March 17th, he and his team would witness 6 separate events. The first of these occurred a little after 7:30 p.m. on the first evening. The team had placed their equipment on their transport, ready for the following day. With the dark and cold closing in around them, they were preparing to set out for their base, a hut on the Varhuslevon mountain. Suddenly, Havik's colleague, Lars Lillevold, cried out, "There it is!" All of them could see it. An oblong object that slowly passed in front of the mountain in front of them. Each watched in awe as the object continued on its way into the valley, noting how quiet it was. With no time to unpack their cameras, they made their way to the mountain hut for the night. Shortly after arriving, however, at 8:39 p.m., another luminous object passed over the valley. It was obvious to them the sightings were real. The following evening, again at just after 7:30 p.m., the oblong-shaped object appeared once more. It sported a red light at the front and then two white-yellow lights separated by a dark patch at the back. It would pass over the group of onlookers at a low altitude and was visible for around 45 seconds. Almost exactly 24 hours later, on March 19th, a brighter than normal star suddenly appeared in the night sky. At first, the group watched, unsure if this object actually was a star. After several moments, however, it took on a warmer yellow-white color and would grow in size. It would pass over the crowd and take the same route as the lights the previous 2 evenings took. Following a relatively quiet period, sightings of the mysterious lights would begin again on September 3, 1982. An object which, just like before, appeared to be nothing but a star, began to move in a zigzag fashion in the sky. Several pictures were taken, but they failed to reveal anything significant. On September 25th, once again just after 7:30 p.m., came another sighting over a different part of the valley. As before, the brightly lit object would move slowly over the valley. On occasion, it would stop and hover motionless, and a beam of light would project downwards, illuminating the ground beneath it. Some observers hit the dirt, fearing what the light beam might do if it hit them. Then, without warning, the light moved away from the onlookers and into the night sky and out of sight. These sightings would continue for the remainder of 1982 through 1983 and into the summer of 1984. For all the photographs, however, none could offer any real insight into what the objects were. But that didn't stop researchers and UFO enthusiasts from setting up camp and keeping multiple nightly vigils in the area. By January 1984, Project Hessdalen would set up its first major stakeout of the region. Running from January 21st until February 26th, there were reports of multiple sightings, usually of red or yellow-white lights. The bulk of these sightings occurred within a 3 to 4 mile radius over the valley. One of the last sightings of this initial wave took place on September 6th and featured a blue light that hung motionless in the south end of the valley. It would remain there all night, from just after 9:30 p.m. until 6 a.m. the following morning. Although sightings would continue into 1985, they began to become less frequent. Project Hessdalen would send another party to the region in January 1985, and while they did witness several similar sightings to those of the previous years, they were still no closer to offering an explanation for them. Nor, for that matter, was anyone else. Sporadic sightings occurred again in the mid-1990s, including one of an orange ball of light captured on video on February 22, 1985. Another similar sighting occurred almost exactly a year later on February 23, 1996, when two UFO enthusiasts ventured to the Hessdalen Valley hoping to see the phenomenon for themselves. At 10:50 p.m., Jan Barveen and Andreas Olsen did indeed witness a strange white light in the distance. Olsen would view the object through his telescope, seeing that it featured a blinking white light on the right side. It suddenly moved for several seconds before remaining motionless again. It would then repeat this motion several seconds later. By the time Barveen passed the telescope back to Olsen, it had vanished. Another report surfaced in August 1997 as two witnesses saw strange lights over Lake Oyungen a half hour before midnight. Arne Johan and Paul-Andre Johan would describe a big star which moved rapidly from south to northeast. If you're wondering why there wasn't any research done on this, well, there was a metric fuck-ton of it. And it's still going on. Over the years, researchers from Østfold University College have tried to find the cause of the mysterious lights. Since the 1980s, an unbelievable amount of multidisciplinary researchers have looked into it, including geologists, physicists, meteorologists, astronomers, electrical engineers, remote sensing experts, psychologists, and chemists. Project Hessdalen was initiated as a response to the intense surge of reported sightings of the Hessdalen Lights in 1983. The purpose of the project was to gather and document data on the phenomenon in a systematic manner. While many locals had been reporting the lights for decades, the frequency and intensity of these observations in the early 1980s made the phenomenon a fascinating subject of study. Project Hessdalen was initiated by UFO Nordica and UFO Sverige, two Nordic UFO research organizations. The main goal was to document the Hessdalen Lights using scientific instrumentation to determine if there was any discernible pattern or cause to the lights. The researchers would stay right in the village to be available to gather as much evidence as possible. The project documented numerous occurrences of the lights, and the data gathered showed that they were not easily attributable to any one specific cause. The colors, duration, and behavior of the lights varied significantly over the following decade. Along with Østfold University College, other researchers and institutions started to take an interest, including the University of Oslo, Norwegian Defense Research Establishment, and the Norwegian University of Science and Technology. Project Hessdalen's investigations were significant not only in gathering data, but also in drawing attention to the phenomenon from the broader scientific community. While the exact nature and cause of the Hessdalen phenomena remains elusive, the data from these early investigations provided a foundation for ongoing research and theories. A group of engineers, journalists, and students collaborated on what was known as the Triangle Project during 1997 to 98 and recorded the Hessdalen Lights in a pyramid shape that bounced up and down. As well as Project Hessdalen, the Hessdalen Automatic Measurement Station, AMS, was set up in 1998 to provide continuous monitoring and data collection. Given the unpredictable nature of the event, a permanent automated station was deemed essential to capture as much data as possible and ensure no significant appearance of the lights went unnoticed. Operating around the clock, the AMS is equipped with a range of instruments, including optical cameras for visual recording, radio receivers for detecting electromagnetic disturbances, magnetometers to measure magnetic field changes, and other sensors to capture environmental parameters like temperature and humidity. In 2018, Hessdalen Observatory was established on a mountaintop almost 1,000 meters above sea level. Powered by solar cells and methanol fuel cells, the facility provides space for 4 researchers year-round. Live streams are available for both professional and amateur researchers, and this continuous data allows scientists to study the lights in detail, looking for patterns, correlations, or any clues that might hint at their origin or nature. I checked it out for a little bit myself. The video's pretty grainy and it's only live during the night in Norway. But it's still pretty cool, so I put the link in the description. The mystery surrounding the Hessdalen Lights has led to collaborations between researchers, scientists, and engineers from various countries, including Norway, Italy, Sweden, France, and the United States. These joint efforts aim to pool resources, knowledge, and expertise in the hope of uncovering the truth behind the enigmatic lights. Unfortunately, it seems the scientific community is no closer to determining what's happening in the skies above this sleepy village in Norway. Where are these lights coming from, and what's causing them? Despite extensive ongoing research, we still don't know for sure what the Hessdalen Lights are or what causes them. There are, however, several working theories. I'll try not to get too deep into the weeds here. While researching this, I got lost in all the details I found on each theory. But don't worry, I'll break it down into Uncle Perry speak. First, there have been some sightings of the Hessdalen Lights that were positively identified as misperceptions of planets, stars, aircraft, car headlights, and mirages. However, this is a very small percentage of the total sightings. One explanation is that the lights are produced by gases. As hydrogen, oxygen, and sodium react, they could produce combustion with airborne dust from a mine in the area, leading to the appearance of the lights. The burning dust cloud rises and hovers, or is moved with the wind until the fuel is burned out. The source of these gases could be the decaying vegetation or the river running through the valley. It was thought this occurs in Hessdalen because of the large deposits of the rare earth element scandium reacting rapidly with acids in the air. Okay, so basically, a rare mineral dust from an old mine mixes with gases in the air and catches fire. It either hangs around or moves with the wind. But what if the lights are zigzagging or shooting across the sky, or are seen burning for hours? The radon decay theory. The valley of Hessdalen is believed to have deposits of uranium and thorium. The radioactive decay of these elements leads to the production of radon gas. As radon decays, it emits ionizing radiation. This process can lead to the creation of charged particles in the atmosphere. When these charged particles combine, they can release energy in the form of light. This theory is particularly interesting because it combines elements from several other theories, such as the ionized dust and combustible aerial gases hypothesis. It implies that the unique geology of the Hessdalen region, with its specific mineral and elemental composition, plays a crucial role in the formation of the lights. The only thing is, there hasn't been confirmed evidence of uranium or thorium deposits in the Hessdalen Valley. Another possible explanation involves piezoelectricity, a phenomenon where certain materials generate electrical charges under mechanical stress. The Hessdalen Valley is rich in quartz, a piezoelectric material, which could produce electrical discharges when subjected to pressure from the movement of the Earth's crust, like an earthquake or even a small tremor. It's similar to striking a flint and getting a spark. Some researchers believe that the Hessdalen Lights might be atmospheric reflections caused by temperature inversions, mirages, or other optical phenomena. However, this theory does not fully explain the complex behaviors exhibited by the lights. Lights zipping across the sky would be one hell of a mirage, wouldn't it? Some folks believe that the Hessdalen Lights are related to UFOs, alien life forms, interdimensional portals, or possibly alien bases in the mountains, similar to other proposed alien bases in mountains in other parts of the world. Proponents of this theory argue that the unusual behavior and random appearance of the lights suggest advanced technology beyond human understanding. To me, this one is the most plausible. Shocking, I know. Another hypothesis involves secret military experiments or advanced technologies being tested by government agencies. This theory is fueled by the area's remote location and the fact that some sightings have coincided with military exercises. Okay, that's pretty fucking sus. This one's my runner-up. While these theories of the origins of the Hessdalen Lights offer potential explanations, it's important to note that no single theory has been accepted as the definitive cause of the lights in Norway. Alien lights are among the most exciting theories. While the phenomenon is complex, it's possible that it's a combination of some of these theories that produce the lights. Continued research with the aid of technological advancements and data from Project Hessdalen and the AMS will likely provide more insights into this enigmatic phenomenon in the future. The ethereal glow and unpredictable dance of the Hessdalen Lights across the Norwegian skies remains one of nature's most captivating mysteries, intriguing scientists, locals, and tourists alike. Whether shimmering silently for hours or flashing momentarily in the dark, they serve as a mesmerizing reminder of the many mysteries of our world. While various theories have been proposed to explain the phenomenon, no definitive explanation has been accepted by the scientific community. As research continues, it's expected that one day the enigma of the Hessdalen Lights will be unraveled, shedding light on this mind-blowing natural wonder. Notably, the Hessdalen Lights are part of a larger group of unexplained light phenomena that's been witnessed around the world, including the Marfa Lights in Texas, the Min Lights in Australia, and the Brown Mountain Lights in North Carolina. They share many similarities with the Hessdalen Lights and fuel further investigation into their possible causes and connections. While scientific explorations have offered intriguing theories, a definitive explanation remains tantalizingly out of reach. Thank you for watching and listening until the very end. You kicked total ass.